Have you ever felt like you've done everything right to heal and yet you still feel like your life is falling apart? That's exactly where I'm at. I'm 34 years old and I lost the relationship. I left a career that I spent over 8 years building, and I'm building a business from scratch. Some days I wake up excited. Other days I'm like, what the heck am I doing? And it's not like I haven't done the work, that inner work, healing work to believe in myself. I have. I've sat with ayahuasca, meditated, done the mushrooms, the Bufo. If you know what Bufo is, it's not an easy experience. And, been to the Dispenza meditation retreats. I have traveled the world to places people only dream of. And yet I still find myself in this place in my life. It's scary. But I've begun to ask a different question, a bigger question. What if healing isn't what I thought it was? I feel like most of my life I've treated healing like a destination to arrive to as opposed to a lifelong journey. And it's easy to get caught up in that life or that bubble where you're constantly trying to fix something about yourself. And quite frankly, I'm exhausted. It's like I thought I'd get to a place where I'd no longer feel fear or pain or hurt from heartbreaks, but that's just not how it's been. Instead, life continues to give me deeper opportunities to practice. So I lost my mom at the age of 3. I don't have many memories about her that I can hold dearly to my heart. The moments I remember are probably the day that she died, the paramedics at my grandmother's house rushing me into a bedroom so that I wouldn't see what was happening, and then the day of her funeral. I was playing around in a fountain, running around with my cousins, not fully understanding what was happening because I was too young to conceptualize the idea of death. The day of the funeral, as the adults gathered together to determine what the rest of my life was going to look like, who I was going to live with, who was going to raise me, my aunt and uncle stepped in and stepped up to the plate and took me and my brother in. They raised us and I was loved, deeply, deeply loved by them. And for that, I'll always be grateful. But it also left me confused. It left me wondering why being loved so much, and yet I could still feel abandoned. Why did I feel like I had to earn love? Why did it feel like if somebody left, it meant that it had something to do with me? And I think that it's not always what happened to you. Sometimes it's the meaning that your nervous system gives to the experience happening. And that meaning has followed me throughout my life. And it leaks into my relationships, my career, my friendships, and how I see myself. I've been surviving on 2 programs my entire life. Give everything you've got, love hard, show up, give, and then give some more. And 2, don't be too much. Be less. Don't be needy. Don't be emotional. So give everything. Be less. And those 2 programs have ran in me at the same time. Yes, it's possible. And it's confusing. I think a lot of women know exactly what I'm talking about and what this actually feels like. See, I worked in the legal industry for about 10 years, and I worked around intelligent, successful people, and I know how to navigate around that world. But throughout this time in my life, I always felt like something didn't fit. And that something was me. I felt like it wasn't a part of who I'm becoming. I was always performing a good version of myself that looked good on paper, but never feeling truly fulfilled inside. So now I'm here. I'm 34, jobless, no relationship, and starting a business from scratch. Part of me is grieving that old version of myself, but the other part of me is also asking this question. What if you didn't lose everything? What if you're just shedding what no longer belongs to you? Losing something feels like something was taken from you, but shedding is like, it's like you no longer fit into that version. And that's exactly where I'm at. I'm shedding. The relationship no longer fit who I was becoming. The career didn't fit who I was becoming. And don't get me wrong, it's not that I didn't love this person. I deeply, deeply love this person, and I still do. And I believe that person also deeply loves me. But I think we're both in our own process of shedding, and we realize that we need this distance to grow. See, shedding isn't painless. Let me be clear. It hurts. And it hurts like hell. You can be certain you're on the right path and still at the same time grieve these old versions of yourself. That's not a contradiction. That's the truth. Because what if what's falling away was never really yours to carry in the first place? I used to constantly ask myself, what is wrong with me? Let me fix this about myself. So I think my new things I'm telling myself is that I'm trusting myself on this journey. And this is why I'm starting this channel. I want to share with you all my journey as I become the woman who trusts herself and moves beyond the fear, the self-limiting beliefs, and builds her business, and most importantly, embodies that trust in herself. If this resonates with you, subscribe, like, follow the journey. I'm not coming to you from a place where I've made it and I have it all. I'm coming to you from a place of, if you're experiencing this, you're not alone. Until next time.